Hello friends, I am Neeru Saxena. Today the topic for discussion is functions in Excel. Before moving before moving to the functions in Excel, we are going to discuss what are functions. Functions are nothing but the predefined formula that are used to calculate certain specific values in a particular order. Now these calculation is based upon specified values. These specified values are called arguments or parameters. Now what are Excel functions? Excel provides a large number of built-in functions that can be used to perform a specific calculation or to return information about a spreadsheet data. N number of functions are available in Excel which can make the work easier for the user. These functions are categorized into organized into categories like some are text function, logical function, mathematical function, trigonometric functions, string functions, and many more functions are there to make the work easier for the Excel user. We are going to discuss certain commonly used functions which are very necessary to make our work easier in day-to-day life by using Excel. Number one is sum function. As we know that sum is addition. As the name shows, the sum function totals one or more number in the range of cells. These values can be numbers, it can be cell reference, it can be range, it can be array, it can be constant, or any of the combination can be grouped together, but ultimately the sum is going to calculate the total of whatever the parameters has been defined within the bracket. Sum function can be used to handle up to 255 individual arguments. As in the example, it is showing that the range is from B2 to B6. The total for the week is going to be calculated by adding all the individual number specified in the range from B2 to B6. Next function is count function. As the name shows, count counts the number of numbers in the supplied values. Values again can be item, it can be cell reference, or it can be ranges. As it has been shown in the example, if I'll give the function as count 1, 2, apple, it returns 2. And count, how many arguments are there? There are 2 arguments. And count A1 to A10 will count the number of numeric value in the range of A1 to A10. It can be able to handle up to 255 additional values. In the example, it shows that the range is from B2 to B7. It is going to count the number of values, numeric values between this range, whatever the range we had specified, and it is going to count as 9. So whatever the range has been defined within the count parameter, the B2 to B7, D2 to D7. Whatever the value has been defined over there within the range, it is going to count that number of numeric value and return the result of count in the cell B9. Next function is average. Average function usually add up the total value divided by the number of arguments. The average function returns the average or arithmetic mean of a group of a supplied number. To calculate the average, Excel adds the number together and divide by the total number of numbers. For example, average 2, 4, 6. It is first going to add up 2 plus 4 plus 6 divided by 3 because there are 3 numbers as such, and ultimately it is going to return the value as 4. Number can be supplied as numbers, ranges, named range, or cell reference that contains numeric value up to 255 numbers can be supplied. The average function will automatically ignore empty cells in between. So if we find that if we find that there is an empty cell in between whatever the range we had supplied to as a parameter, then it is going to ignore that particular empty cell, and whatever the filled numeric value, it is going to calculate the average of that filled numeric value. Next function is max. Max, as the name shows, it is going to give the maximum value in the range of values. Maximum or the largest value among the set of value. Argument can be provided as constant or as a cell reference or ranges. The max function again ignores the empty cell in between. The max function in the current version of Excel accepts up to 255 argument. If nothing has been provided as the argument, then max is going to return the value as 0. In the example, it is showing that the range has been defined from D4 to D11, and it is going to count the maximum value which is defined in the range of cell, that is between from D4 to D11. Next function is min. It is just opposite to the max function. Max is going to return the largest value and min is going to return the smallest value among the range of value or the set of data. Argument can be provided as the constant or as a cell reference or the ranges. The min function again ignores the empty cell in between, and it in the current version of the Excel, it accepts up to 255 argument. If nothing has been provided as an argument, then min is going to return the value as 0. As in the example, the value is from D4 to D11. It is going to give the output as the minimum of whatever the number range has been provided, that is 66. So among the range of the cell, we had observed that min function is going to return the minimum value. Many more functions are there in the Excel. Logical function if function is going to return the logical argument as true or false value. The range has been provided and comparison or the condition has been provided. If condition is true, it is going to return the second argument. If condition is false, then it is going to return the third argument. That it is showing that if function tests for or evaluates certain condition and then react differently depending on whether the condition is true or false. For example, if we are going to find out that above 70%, we have to just place the result as pass, otherwise the result is fail. Then we can use the if function as if A1 is greater than 70, then if result is true, the pass will be printed. If result is false, then fail will be printed. As in the example, first range we are going to give the formula and then we are going to copy the formula in the corresponding cell to evaluate the result of the corresponding cell. Similarly, with the if condition, there is nested if. That means we don't have only two values, we are going to have multiple values and we are going to give the result on the basis of multiple value, then it is treated as the nested if. It is need to test more than one condition, then several actions depending on the result of the test can be placed in the nested multiple if statements together in one formula. That is why it is treated as, because we are having a combination of multiple if, that is why we can refer it as nested ifs. In the example that if there are certain ranges, if the value is between 0 to 63, then f is going to be printed. If it is between 64 to 72, then d is going to be printed, and if it is from 73 to 84, then c is going to be printed, and if range is from 85 to 94, then b is printed, otherwise a is printed. So we had seen that once the condition is C5, the cell. We are going to compare the value in the C5 cell, that is 92. If it is less than 64, then F is going to be printed, comma. True condition is F, comma. If false, if this is false, then another condition is given and D is going to be printed. If it is true, then fine. If it is false, then third condition is given. If it is true, then C is printed, comma. And if it is false, then fourth condition is going to be tested. And if it is true, then B is going to be printed. Otherwise, if it is false, then A is going to be printed. So this will be given in one cell and rest will be copied down in the corresponding cell to evaluate the result of the whatever the value has been provided in C5, C6 and so on cell. So we had find that the formulas, how the formula are very useful in Excel. There are multiple more formulas are in Excel, but we had just describe over here few of the formula, that is few of the function that is going to make the work easier for the Excel user. Thank you.